Hello, this is Tim from Two Blokes from Blighty, and before we get into today's episode, we're going to hear a message from our friends on the Podpack Collective, Two Girls, One Reusable Cup. Take it away.
Big up the Podpack. Take it away.
Hello, we are Two Girls, One Reusable Cup, a podcast all about living a low-waste lifestyle in your 20s, hosted by Beth and Marie. We are just your average consumer trying to make the best decisions for people and planet. And we mess up. A lot.
And the next morning had a massive hangover and I was like, where's my reusable straw? No, my prized possession.
You know, toothpaste is like one of the jumping off points of this podcast. And it also was one of the jumping off points of my very large dentist bill.
And they put it in just standard plastic cup with a plastic lid. But don't worry, folks, they put a paper straw in it, which I think I slurped twice and then it disintegrated.
Wait, you've never learned how to ride a bike?
So kudos to my dad. He tried to teach me and I was just a pain.
I love how unforgiving you are of the fact that this was 1,800 metres above sea level. But where was my quiche?
Grab a cup of tea, sit down with us, and come and join the Sustainable Support Group.
You come to Two Blokes from Blighty for professionalism and content, and you leave with an aneurysm.
I'd fuck you if I could get those pajamas off you.
But it rhymes with schmuzzsmead.
Okay. Appears to be some ashless chaps. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
Do you want me to start again and we can pretend?
Yeah, sure, go for it. And it'll end up in the post amble, yeah.
Tim be drier than a witch's tip.
Tim and Joey, two blokes from Blighty, they talk about boompies, never too mighty, the podcast, a joy for all to hear, with boompa enthusiasts spreading cheer. The brass instruments, they sound so grand, they chat about polka all across the land, sharing their knowledge, passion and fun. Oompa music, a true masterpiece they spun. From Bavaria to Berlin, they explore Oompa tunes that we all adore. Tim and Joey, two souls in sync, their love for Oompa makes us think. Joey, two souls in sync, their love for Oompa makes us think. Instruments, they sound so grand. They chat about polka all across the land, sharing their knowledge, passion and fun. Oompa music, a true masterpiece they spun. From Bavaria to Berlin, they explore Oompa tunes that we all adore. Tim and Joey, two souls in sync, their love.
Green grass, blue sky.
No, it's Paul
There's
Breach.
gonna be a party on the day that I die.
He's back.
You're listening to Two Blokes from
Oh,
Blighty.
blimey.
Call blimey. There's been a plane crash in Tanzania. Episode 1 is still going on. I'm Joey Fitzgerald. I'm joined by the irrefutable Tim Fitzgerald. Tim, how are you doing today?
I'm undeniable.
He's undeniable. How are you actually doing, Tim?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. We recorded Secret Project earlier today, which we I guess we can talk about that.
No,
that is dropping today.
It is dropping today. If you're in the UK, 4:00. If you are in America Central, 10 a.m. No, I got the dates wrong. The time's wrong. It's 10 a.m. Central or 4 p.m. in the UK. So keep an eye out for that.
Bonus episode. We're going to do a lot of shouting about it on the Discord, I'm sure.
Yay, shout away.
Yeah.
And by the time you hear that, our embargo will be over and we'll have no excitement in our lives.
Yeah. I'll sound more dry than I already do.
Tim be drier than a witch's tip. Tim, do you want to do pub quiz question of the week?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do that fucking jingle.
Pub quiz question of the week. That's not a jingle. That's a sound effect at best.
What we have there is a fucking jingle, Tim.
Pub quiz question of the week. I've lost the question. My page has scrolled up. Give me a minute.
You come to Two Blokes from Blighty for professionalism and content, and you leave with an aneurysm.
Yep. So your pub quiz question of the week. What is the currency of Vietnam?
I know the answer to this. Do you want me to ruin it?
Yeah, go for it. And if you do, I'll pick a different question.
Dong.
It is the Vietnamese dong.
Yeah, I know that because of Top Gear.
Okay. Which UK city is situated further west? Bristol or Edinburgh?
I know that as well.
Yeah?
Bristol.
No.
Well, it's Edinburgh, so you fucked it yourself.
Okay, yeah,
there,
that's
Tim.
okay, fine. Last question then before Joey keeps ruining them for the audience. What do the French call the English Channel?
I know this as well.
Do you actually?
Le Big Water.
You're very close.
Le
It's not quite there.
Grand Aqua.
No.
Oh, not Le Big Water.
No, it's not Le Big Hotel.
It's close though, right?
Pretty close.
Cool.
Pretty close.
Tim, we're doing double drop today.
Yep.
It's May 22nd. What day of the week is that?
Oh, that is Wednesday. I know that one.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure it's Wednesday.
Okay, hold on then.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. Wednesday. Wednesday.
So Tim, Wednesday, 22nd of May. We got some bloody good days for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Some bloody good days. Starting off with a really good one that's very specific to everyone. Emergency Medical Services for Children Day.
That's a very specific day.
Yeah. Followed by National Maritime Day.
I don't actually know what that means.
Well, you're a maritime boy.
I'm going to look at what maritime means. You carry on.
It's ships in it.
Yeah. That's what it is. Ships.
If someone says they work in maritime industries, say ships in it.
Often relating to or bordering on the sea, maritime nations, or relating to navigation of or commerce on the sea.
But ships in it.
Yeah, boats.
So National Boats Day, National Biomusical Instrument Day.
Biomusical instrument.
No, buy a musical instrument.
Oh, okay. Oh no, don't. I've had my eye on a really stupid musical instrument on Amazon. Really tempted to get it because it'd be quite funny.
What is it?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to pop it out on the podcast.
I don't like the sound of that.
Going to whip it out. It's going to go.
You'll never guess who introduced National Biomusical Instrument Day.
It's going to be Weird Al or something, isn't it?
No. It's like a shop union for musicians in America. People who own music shops. Funny that.
I can't help but feel there's some bias in there.
National Vanilla Pudding Day.
Yeah, so pass.
National Craft Distillery Day.
Okay, yeah.
Or National Solitaire Day.
Oh. See, now you're speaking to the Balatrio player in me.
Yeah, we're going to have to explain to people what that is.
Oh my God, it's taken over my life. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'm going to go with the Craft Distillery Day.
Okay.
Craft Distillery is what I think it is, isn't it?
Crack.
No,
it's just gins and
different
different type of distilled drinks. That's all.
I would like people to celebrate that by buying some sort of independently or local brewed alcohol if they drink. If you don't drink, you don't need to do anything. You get the day off.
So I don't need to do anything.
No, you don't need to do anything.
Okay, cool.
Good shit.
Tim, what is Balatro?
Okay, so Balatro is a game that has taken over my life. It is a roguelike, so Binding of Isaac, Hand of Fate kind of thing.
It just means that it's different every time. It's not a scripted
Exactly.
sequence.
Yeah, but it's based on poker hands. So the whole idea is that you're dealt a hand of about 10 cards, and you have to like make pairs, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, flushes, straights, full house, royal flush, that sort of thing. And different hands are worth different amounts in terms of your point multiplier. Obviously, a 2 card is going to be worth 2 points, a 3 card is going to be worth 3 points, and so on. But like, if you get a full house, it's going to be whatever the contents of those numbers add up to, plus I don't know, 4 times multiplier, for example.
Okay.
But then to throw the whole objective being that you need to meet a minimum point threshold.
Okay.
Over the course of maybe 3 or 4 hands. And the thing that makes this really interesting is you can combine it with jokers, which all give different effects. So it's like you will get a +1 that gets to add +1 to 15 or whatever to your multiplier for every consecutive hand that you don't play a face card in. So like you've got these really niche rule sets to kind of really carve and bend the way that you play. But then in addition to that, you can also do what's called deck carving or deck manipulation with tarot cards. So you can do like, so if you're leaning into a deck that heavily focuses on diamonds, you might do better to like start culling or removing spades and clubs and hearts. So you're like, you might be getting cards that are like, hey, convert 3 cards to clubs, make these cards worth triple their value, remove 2 cards from the deck completely, that sort of thing. But then you also get what's called Arcana cards, which boost the value of certain hands. And then you also get Spectre cards, which are like entirely game-changing, where it's like, hey, destroy 5 cards, but you get $20 to spend at the shop. Like it's really cool. And I have put in the maybe week and a half it's been out about 25 hours in.
Wow.
It's my now go-to game on the Steam Deck when I want to convince myself that I'm going to kill 20 minutes, but I spend about 4 hours on it.
Nice. That sounds pretty fun. I am going to give it a go.
Great. It's super fun. You've got access to my library, haven't you?
I do, but the problem is you're always playing it. So
I am always playing.
How dare you play the games that you pay for
and
not let
sorry.
me play them?
I'm so sorry. I can only apologize.
Do better, Tim. That's what I say. Okay, so Tim, we've talked about Balatro. We've talked about days of the week. I would like to go to jokes.
Yeah, okay.
Throwing it in early.
That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week.
So welcome to the joke of the week section where Tim and I will tell each other jokes. The whole point is to make the other person laugh. And when that person laughs, the section is over and we have found our joke of the week. Tim, are you prepared?
Yes, I am. I have got 10 jokes.
I have 10 jokes, but I have one bonus joke that is so low-hanging fruit, I know it will make you laugh. So I have 11.
Okay, go for it. Do you want to start then?
I'll start. My wife dressed up as a policewoman and told me I'm under arrest for being good in bed. 24 seconds later, she told me that all charges were dropped due to the lack of evidence.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb?
Go on.
I'm not sure, but the light bulb has to want to change.
It's a classic. It's a good one. I like that joke.
Yeah.
I met a girl who runs a battery kiosk in the local park. So basically, she sells sea cells by the seesaw.
That's very good.
And the first time you've heard it.
Absolutely. It's a virgin to my ears.
Yeah, great.
What did the squid say to the bagpipes?
Oh, I don't know.
I'd fuck you if I could get those pajamas off you.
I really like that joke.
That's a good one.
That nearly got me. That was really good. I put up a high voltage fence around my property over the weekend. My neighbour's dead against it.
That nearly got me.
Nearly got you.
That nearly got me.
Okay.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow all walk into a bar. It was tense.
Good. What did one Frenchman say to the other?
I don't want to hear it.
I have no idea. I don't speak French.
Yeah. Me either. A man walks into an office, finds a note on a desk that says, "My wife is dragging me to this play. Someone killed me." It's signed Abraham Lincoln. It's a thinker. You got in history.
It's not a joke. It's a fact. You want to hear something that'll make you smile?
Yeah.
Your face muscles.
Very factual. Very factual. What do you call a kid with no arms and an eye patch?
No arms and an eye patch. I don't know. What do you call a kid with no arms and an eye patch?
Names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a child, you would. Children are cruel. What did Buzz Lightyear say to Woody?
What's that?
A lot. There was 3 films and some short films they were into.
Pretty sure there's 5 movies now, isn't there?
I mean, I'll be real. I stole most of my jokes from a list online, so this was written a long time ago.
All right. What do you call a bad circumcision?
I don't know. What do you call a bad circumcision?
A rip-off.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yikes.
That was I've forgotten the word. What's the word when it's very descriptive, but you see it like vividly? It was vivid.
It's very
vivid.
Visual.
Yeah. My IQ test came back. Good news. It was negative.
That also nearly got me. You got some good ones this week.
Well, you wait for the low-hanging fruit if you get that far.
All right. What's got 2 legs and bleeds?
Something that you rip the back legs off, I imagine.
Yeah, it's half a dog.
Yeah. I wanted to tell you a joke about leeches, but it sucked.
Yeah, classic.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. What do you call a hobbit in the porn industry?
I don't know. What do you call a hobbit in the porn industry?
T. Baggins.
Very good. Very good. I love my furniture. Me and my recliner go way back.
Very nearly. Where have you got these? These are really good this week.
I'm not going to say, but it rhymes with schmuzzsmead.
Okay. Say what you want about deaf people.
That's cruel and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Tim, I have the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from my local zoo. Your last one?
So I miscounted. I actually have 11. One of which is actually very similar to that one.
Okay, cool.
I have the heart of a zebra and the body of a 22-year-old man. He's in my car if you want to see him.
Ooh, I don't like that.
That's a Bob Saget joke.
Go on, deliver your other one and then I'll give you my low-hanging fruit.
All right. A soldier has survived mustard gas in a battle and pepper spray by the police. He's a seasoned veteran.
It's a good one. It's a really good one. Tim, do you remember what the joke of the week was last week?
Oh, don't.
It's not the same.
Okay.
I'll never forget my granddad's last words to me before he kicked the bucket.
For God's sake.
He said, "Grandson, how far do you think I can kick this bucket?"
Hey, everyone. Do you know what the joke of the week every week is going to be?
It won't. Don't worry. I'll change the relative each time. But that's the joke of the week. Here's the jingle.
That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week.
Tim, so the joke of the week is I'll never forget my grandfather's last words to me before he kicked the bucket. He looked me in the eyes and said, "Grandson, how far do you think I can kick this bucket?"
Like I said last week, it gets me every time.
Tim, the joke of the week jingle.
Yeah.
On my soundboard tells me how many times I've played it.
Oh yeah, well it's double for each episode. It's been going.
It is. How many times do you think I've played it?
10 episode season doubled. We started that. It's got to be 60,
More?
80,
More?
100,
More?
120.
156.
How have we? Oh, were you testing it at all at points or just
Probably, I don't know.
maybe?
Just funny. The other thing is, Tim still can't hear the jingles when we play them.
No.
I came up with the idea of a jingle-free episode, but we would do it by doing a cappella. Tim, how well do you remember the joke jingle?
That's pretty funny to be fair. That's what I thought was said the joke of the week. And then it's the gorilla's laugh. So not bad.
Well done. Well done. I'll test you on other ones as well.
Great.
Tim, where would you like to go next?
I've got, I saved a TikTok link that I'd like you to react to because I think it's very funny for you.
You want the live reaction?
You need a live reaction.
Okay, I'm popping it in the URL now. TikTok on desktop. Bluey event gone horribly wrong.
Yep, we know you love Bluey.
It's just a news report. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's really sad. It's a Bluey meet and greet where 3,000 people have bought tickets and it was just a guy in a onesie.
That's hilarious. And you know what's very funny? So that someone pointed out in the comments, that's not a Bluey onesie. That's a bandit onesie.
Oh, those poor kids.
I don't know how much they
Poor
paid, but like
kids.
if you took Jack to go to like a Bluey meet,
Mm.
and it turned out to
Those
be a
things-
dude in a onesie,
Those things are so expensive, Tim.
I can imagine.
Like ludicrously expensive. And as well, was that America or Australia?
That was America.
So America, I know for a fact through friend of the show, Josh, Forget About It Scar.
Forget about it.
The tickets for Bluey Live, and this is what I'm basing it on.
Mhm.
So the tickets for Bluey Live in America, if you factor in the conversion rate of pounds to dollars, tickets to the same show that we saw here for Josh Forget About It Scar was 8 times more expensive in the
8
States.
times. How, if you don't mind me asking, how much were the tickets here?
I won't say because I don't want to discuss finances. I'll send you a message in a minute.
Okay, fair enough.
Much more than I wanted to pay.
Well, so I've been looking at trying to go to a couple of gigs lately, but I've just found that gigs are getting really, really expensive.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to go and see the Black Keys because they're playing in Cardiff and I've never seen them before. I'm a big fan of the Black Keys.
Do you know any songs that aren't?
No, that's Lonely Boy. We've got a Gold on the Ceiling. We've got Turn Blue. We've got Fever. You know, Turn Blue is one of my favorite albums. El Camino is a really good album.
So every time Jenny goes for a run, I wind her up by saying, "Have you got your headphones? Otherwise, how are you going to listen to?" She says she's never listened to it on a run, but I just think it's funny because it winds her up.
Have you seen the video?
Is it the one of the guy doing like a Carlton dance?
Yeah, but it's just that for the whole thing.
It's
Brilliant video.
It won
Simplistic.
awards.
Yeah, it's simplistic. It's great. But I was looking at gigs for that in Cardiff. Now, granted, it's the Cardiff Motorpoint Arena, so it's like a big venue.
Mhm.
But tickets for that, the lowest I could find were 86 quid, and that was for up in the nosebleeds.
Yeah. See, I'm going to tell you something now that I'm not sure I really want going out there, but it's going to happen anyway. So I went to see Kasabian a few years ago. I'm not mad on Kasabian. I got the tickets for free.
All right.
You know how I got the tickets for free?
How'd you get the tickets for free? But no, we were looking at a few gigs recently, Payne and I. So like, I wanted to go and see the Black Keys. We looked at the Stardew Valley concert because that was doing a world tour, and those tickets were like hundreds of pounds to go. For some reason, video game music events are really expensive.
Well, there was the Elden Ring orchestra.
I looked at the Elden Ring.
It was so expensive.
I know, but I saw videos of it online, and like it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
It
we
does.
also
I mean, but the thing is, I worked in concert venues for 8-9 years.
Hmm.
I'm not used to paying for gig tickets.
no. I mean,
It's we saw all kinds of things, but then so this year, I looked at getting tickets to Bullet for My Valentine and Trivium's headline tour.
oh, what year is it?
Well, they're playing The Poison Ascendancy
What
in
year
full,
is it?
both of them. I don't know, but it'd be incredible. But £70 a ticket,
Nah, bun it,
mental. Bun it.
bun it.
Where are you from, Mister East London? Wait, East or West? Which one's the gangster one?
South, isn't it?
Oh, South West.
Bristol.
Yeah, it's Bristol. Bristol
Yeah.
is the gangster part of London.
Yeah, you'd fucking think it with the amount of Londoners that are moving to Bristol.
Well, it's because London's way too expensive and Bristol is accessible to London.
Well, that's the problem, and that's driving up the rent prices here.
Soon they'll be moving to Western.
So what's happening at the minute is Londoners are moving out of London to Bristol because, as you say, you can be in London within an hour from Bristol.
Mhm.
So Bristolians are moving out of Bristol and to places like Western.
So now you're surrounded by them like Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. All right, love. Can I smooth your dog?
No, leave me alone. Smooth your dog. Smooth
Good
your
lush.
dog. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of a couple of other video game things that we looked at, video game concerts. So we looked at the Final Fantasy one, because that would be really cool. If you remember, I had tickets to the Dragon Ball one, but it got cancelled.
Did you get the money back?
I did get the money back, and the hotel refunded me, so literally nothing lost, which is
Good,
great.
good.
But it got cancelled. It was myself and Northern Boy had a hotel booked, and we were going to go to it together.
Ooh.
I know. I made sure to book one of the rooms with a rotating bed.
Mirrors on the ceiling.
Well, I was going to act surprised and just be like, "Oh, I can't sleep without a mirror on the ceiling."
Hi, Northern Boy. I mean, step brother.
Step Northern Boy, what are you doing?
Tim, let's get back on track here.
Yeah, we probably should.
There's a couple of things we can do. I would like to talk about movies.
Yeah, go for it.
So-
the IMDb page.
Movies.
So we're this week, not really sure why I wanted to go for this, but we watched The Emperor's New Groove this week. Do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to? Because I talked about Gravity, and that was your movie last week.
I just get. Have you noticed that I get you to talk about all of the movies?
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, notice now because you're talking about it.
All right, cool. This was it's a Disney film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Disney.
It's
And
Disney.
it came out in 2000, starring David Spade, John Goodman, Eartha Kitt, Patrick Warburton, Wendy Malick. And it's about an emperor who gets turned into a llama so he can better his ways. It's a fun movie with a good life lesson of don't destroy people's houses
For swimming pools.
for swimming pools. Joey, what were your thoughts on the movie?
I said at the time that I've seen this film more times than I care to want to see it. Like, I just had groups of friends that wanted to go and see it, and I was like, yeah, okay, fine. By the third time in the cinema, I'd had way enough of this film. I haven't watched it for probably 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's not as bad as I remember.
It's fun.
I don't know if I'd say it's fun. Patrick Warburton stole the show as Kronk.
Yeah.
Was funny in bits. Didn't think it was particularly good. I really hate the character of Esme. I really hate the Emperor. Patrick was fine. Liked his wife. His wife was fun.
I was listening to this movie, and I tend to have a bit of an ear for being like, oh, that's that voice actor. And I was listening to Chica, who is Patcher's wife. It's like, I recognize that voice, and of course it's Wendy Malick. And I was like, why do I know that voice? That's BoJack's mom in BoJack Horseman.
Yes, it is.
And I was
Now that
like,
you say it,
Yeah,
I get it.
there.
Yeah, it was fine. I laughed at the. I did have a audible laugh at the very ending where Kronk is teaching the kids squirrel language.
Squeakity squeaker.
Squeakity squeaker, squeak squeak. I have lost my acorn. Yeah, that was funny. Enjoyed that, but this film is so overrated.
It's a
unbelievable.
little overrated, but it's a fun movie. I've not seen this since I was about probably since the year it came out, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the thing that got me this week in terms of joke of the movie, as it were,
Mhm.
it's when Patrick Warburton Kronk is like debating with his shoulder angel and devil, and the devil's like, "Here's 3 reasons why you should do this thing. 1, it's cool. 2, look at this," and he just starts doing handstand press ups, and Kronk's like, "What does that do?" And the angel's like, "No, he's got a point."
I actually thought the other bit that I thought was really funny was when he was talking to the angel and devil in the room with everyone else, and they stop having a fight to look at each other and be like, "I don't know what he's doing."
What's he doing?
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it's a fun movie, good animation, but it's a 2000s Disney movie that wasn't like your typical 2000s Disney movie. It wasn't like a musical.
No, it was more along the lines of, was it the Lost Planet one? I can't remember what it's called. One of the
Treasure
guys.
Planet.
So no, is it Treasure Planet? He surfboards on the
Surfboards. Yeah.
It was very much like that kind of style animation, and the Road to El Dorado was the other one. They
Road to El Dorado is a
obviously-
lot more musical, though.
but they were obviously all animated by the same people, and
Oh, yeah.
and I think a lot of the jokes are quite similar. But the Emperor's New Groove just seems to have stuck. But as I said, if it was Kronk, if only Kronk had his own film called something like The Kronk's New Groove.
I think is that a movie? Are you making? Is that the joke you're making?
It's a film, Tim. I'm just making a joke.
Got it.
Yeah, cool. Can you just do a laugh and I'll edit it together?
Ha ha ha.
I'm not going to edit it together.
What would you give it out of 10?
5.
A 5?
Yeah, it was fine. Like, I would say no more than fine.
I went with a 7. I like this movie. Plus, in terms of like animation, it's like brilliantly produced.
Yeah,
but it's a 2D Disney movie. Of course, it's brilliantly produced animation.
it's a 2D Disney movie.
Yeah, I mean that about sums up. It's a 2D Disney movie.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
are we watching next week?
I want us to watch Brian and Charles next week.
Brian and Charles.
Yes,
What the hell is Brian and Charles?
it's about a man who builds a robot.
Oh, I have seen the trailer for this. Yeah, it's what's it? It's David Earl, isn't it? And Chris Hayward.
It sure is.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let
Cool.
me write that down so I don't forget for when we next record. Where's it gone? Brian.
Brian, Charles.
Brian and Charles. Cool. Great. Where do you want to go next?
Tim, do you know what time Dom's getting here?
Oh, he was supposed to be here about 5 minutes ago. I don't know if he's Oh, that could be him. Hang on. I'll go check the door.
Okay. Okay.
Give me a sec.
I'm going to play his jingle.
Yeah.
My name's Dominic Littlewood. 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 I'm on the case.
Oh, hi Dom. Tim's just gone to the door.
Hello, love.
Love.
Hello, love.
Oh, I don't like that. Brian? Fucking hell.
Who the fuck's Brian?
Tom, this is not your voice.
I've had a rough week.
Can you just say real or fake and you'll get back in the swing of it?
Is it real? Or is it fake?
There you go. We're back.
Cheer me right up.
Oh, fantastic. So, how are you doing, Dom?
I'm cheery as anything now. I've said my iconic catchphrase.
That's good. Have you noticed any rise in popularity or notoriety since your appearance on Two Blokes from Blighty last week?
I've noticed that my twins on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Pornhub, Bebo, MySpace have all gone up by about 3%.
3%? Wow.
That's a remarkable increase in my book.
Yeah, well, that's good. And just to check, that is a real statistic.
Yeah,
It's not fake.
it's not fake.
Okay, fantastic. So, Dom, you might remember that last week we asked our listeners to send in some products for you, and we're going to do them one by one for you.
I can't
just
wait
not
to
to
start
overwhelm
sniffing
you.
these goodies and see if they're real or fake.
You might want to rephrase that. Dom, I've sent you a link. Oh dear, I've sent you a link to something that our good friend Josh sent us for you to see if they're real or fake.
Oh my word.
Okay.
I've not seen these since the 80s.
Okay, cool. Can
What
you
we're
tell us what
looking
they
at
are
here.
and if they're real?
What we're looking at here from the friend of the pod, Josh, forget about it, Scar. Appears to be some ashless chaps.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. So, what do you think of these, Dom? Do you think they're real or do you think they're fake?
I think they're very fetching.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
they're very impressive and very brave to be worn outdoors.
Can I just check if you look at the top review? Is that you and you just misspelt your name?
Yes. As described, just wish it was made of better quality leather. I was expecting real leather.
And so this
Turns
isn't
out-
real leather.
Turns out it's fake. Not only is it not real leather, it doesn't come with the man.
Thanks for that,
in the
Dom.
picture.
Thanks for that, Dom. I know you're a busy man. I know you need to find some real or fake things out and about. I'm sure you'll run into Tim next week.
Oh, I really hope so. But for now, I'm off to host my favourite TV show, The Great British Fake Off. Come
Very
away.
good. Very good. Bye, Dom. Bye, Dom.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know if that was knocked or run or what, but there was no one at the door.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Tim. You missed Dom Littlewood.
Okay. All right.
You missed him. But he said he'll be there next week. He hopes he runs into you.
Okay. All right. Fine. One day.
Did he leave anything on your computer screen, by the way?
I did see some chaps on my screen. I don't know if he's plugged in.
Like lads or.
No, like leather, crotchless, assless chaps. I don't know if he put in like a USB stick and access my search history. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, there you go. Tim, I sent you a link from our friend, the lovely Dan at Casting Views, proud member of the Podpack Collective. It is on a newspaper site that I'm not interested in. It's on the Notion page. And also it doesn't support ad block. So I just want you to read the headline.
Okay, well that's good. It's about all I can read with this thing in the this please allow ads and also let us send you notifications thing. Fuck yourself, Daily Mail.
And nudes.
Yeah. Man is stung in the testicles by scorpion at the Venetian Hotel as Las Vegas suffers mass infestation of venomous creatures.
What do you think of that?
It reminds me of another article that I'm about to go and find for you.
Don't know if I want that. But would that class as crazy shit?
Possible. I don't know if it would be trumped by this article from the BBC a few years ago. Spider bites Australian man on the penis again.
As if it wasn't bad enough the first time.
Do you want me to read through the article real quick?
No, I think we had enough from the headline.
All right, fair enough.
I'm going to play that jingle.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Oh, damn, that was bloody crazy, Tim.
That is crazy.
Oh, so bloody crazy. Now, you have sent me a link on gren.net.
Okay, so before you click on this page,
I've clicked on it. Sorry.
Right. So I'm doing. So for those who don't know, I'm doing a web development course, and I'm starting to build out a bit of a portfolio. Nothing to show just yet. And part of this course is obviously understanding good website layout and design. And part of my thought process for building out this portfolio is I'm going to find some websites that are terribly laid out or could use some improvement and redesign them. In my hunt, I found ungren.net. That's ARNGERN.net. And I highly encourage you all to go and look at it.
Tim, I have followed a link on ungren.net. I'm not sure if I should, but I've sent it to you on Discord. This is something that's for sale, right?
I believe, this is all for sale.
Ungren.net is everything is for sale. I don't know what language it's in, but what they're selling,
it's Finland.
What they're selling here is the Moller M400 Sky Car. Just click that and look at some of the pictures.
Let me pull that up. Right, so some of these are very much photos of the car itself. One of them is a model of the car in a box, and the other one is just like some drill bits.
Yeah, can you see all of the other photos around it, though?
Oh, God,
there's
so many if you scroll down.
The car itself, it looks like it's actually meant to fly.
I think it is, but interestingly, if you notice, if you scroll down, there's a whole bunch of photos in a more terribly laid out fashion, but not a single one of those photos shows the thing off the ground, aside from a different design way further up.
I've had a video of it flying.
What, on the page?
Not on that page, no, absolutely not.
Well, I've just clicked on another link from that same article, and it's taken me to a tank. Granted, I think it's a toy tank.
Well,
hang on, is this the silver one? The silver car? Oh, no, this is the red one. The silver one down the bottom. The silver one at the bottom of the page. There are no photos of it flying. I don't think it will fly.
No, it probably won't fly. It's a flying car, for God's sake. If it was flying and good at it and not explosive in any way, we probably would have seen it out and about.
Still, that Sky Car is pretty impressive for the form factor that it was, and especially when it was made.
It's pretty cool. But what I don't understand about angren.net is it's obviously a website to sell vehicles, right?
Well, not just vehicles. If you look in the bottom right, you'll see a Yoda.
Oh my God, the page goes so far to the right.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice it goes. Sorry, sexy. This one just says sexy figure, and there's someone also just selling copies of very old Playboys.
Why is the footer of the page a Christmas scene with Santa and a house flashing?
And also sleighs, repeated Christmas trees. If you notice as well, the reason the page is so wide is because of the footer.
Good, I like it. I think all websites should be like that. It's a Norwegian website.
Norwegian. There you go. So ARNGERN for anyone who is interested. Interestingly, though, if you look on the left side, you can actually see some categories.
Yeah.
What's a fat bike? Oh, it is just bikes.
I tried to search if Arngren was a word that could translate to English. And when I put Arngren Nordic to English, it gave me a link to a website that just happened to be arngren.net, and it's a handheld translator tool.
Amazing.
It just sells everything.
This is the perfect shop.
Did you find this on r/crappy design?
No, I found it on r/webdev.
It's one of the top ones on r/crappy design.
It's phenomenal. I audience, go look it up. There is a search function, believe it or not.
Does it work?
No, I typed in the word scooter, which is a word that I could see on my screen, and it came with a 404 error.
Well done. Well done,
Great work, Arngren.
Thank you for delivering us a modicum of joy. So, the other thing I wanted to talk about, Tim, we were looking at games to play for the mainline podcast.
Yes, this is a discussion that we have semi-regularly, because to give the audience an idea, what we normally do is we'll just kind of throw games onto a list, and then if for whatever reason we really don't want to play a game, we'll talk it out. But I suggested a game, that Joey try a game from my Steam library, last weekend, or was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Joey, tell them about it.
It's called Impossible Creatures, and Tim and I played it. Well, I played it while Tim watched the stream, and I howled, crying, laughing at the menus. It was just incredible. It's a real time strategy. So for anyone who doesn't know what an RTS is, it's like Age of Empires. You build a base. Yeah, you build a base. You collect resources. You build an army. You destroy the other people doing the same thing on the same map. What Impossible Creatures has over all of them is you design your army. And Tim, how do you design your army?
By combining animals. And I'm not just talking like you get a big dog or whatever. You can pick like an eagle and an ant and pick the best parts of them at your leisure to breed a super eagle ant. And that is just one of the units that's available to you in your army.
It's so funny because you can say, oh, I want a hippo and a giraffe, but I want the giraffe's neck, so it's really long, with the hippo's head, and the back legs of the hippo and the front legs of the giraffe.
Yeah.
It's in that much detail. I was amazed, actually, how much detail that it went into for a game that's as old as it is. And Tim, you were telling me that the peak player count of this game was something like 300 people?
290 people is the most amount of people playing this game, at least on the Steam charts. I think this game might predate Steam. So Impossible Creatures release date January 7th, 2003. Steam release date. Oh wow, Steam actually came out the 12th of September 2003. Same year.
So 300 people at once thought that this was worth playing on Steam. But wow, what a game.
Yeah, I mean, we had some, like, we were just setting each other build challenges more than anything. Like, I had one for Joey that was build the longest animal. So you combine like a horse and a horse's head with an eel's body, and also gave it back horse legs.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it a lot.
It looked like one of those drinking birds.
Yes, it did. I know exactly what you mean. But
Yeah.
I think it was so funny that I think it's worth a stream.
Yeah, maybe not a mainline episode, but definitely a stream. So if anyone would like to play it, it's maybe like £1 on Steam, I think.
No, it's quite expensive on Steam, but on CD Keys, it's £1.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. CD Keys, it's £1. It supports online multiplayer up to 6 people. Let's get some games going, people.
Let's join us.
Yeah, come join us. We'll post when we're doing that.
Yeah, just if you want to do it, let us know. Just don't want to make sure that we got too many people, because it is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
Well, especially for a game that came out in 2003, like it's miles ahead of its time.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go find a Gaetano review. Here is the review. This is by Carmen Turanio from 7 months ago.
Okay, you ready?
Ready when you are.
And $11 for a tiny cheesesteak. It was good, but very small. And $4 for a 20-ounce bottle of Dr. Pepper. Highway robbery. The small should be $11, not the mini. Can I just say as well, $4 for 20 ounces of Dr. Pepper.
That is a steal.
That is a steal.
Great work, Gaetano. Good pricing. So
doing
half
a
pound.
service.
So Gaetano responds. £1/2 of meat with cheese and onions on a fresh baked roll, $11, and a 20-ounce soda bottle for $3 equals $14 plus tax. Inflation has destroyed dollars' purchasing power. Really unjustified to give us a 1-star review for good food because our costs are out of control. Thanks for letting us know that you lack money along with intelligence, manners, and a man's name, sweetie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gaetano went in studs up there.
He really did.
Well, there you go.
Good work. Should we do the pub quiz question and get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me pull up the quiz. Here we go. So, pub quiz question of the week. What do the French call the English Channel?
Do they call it La Putain de Grande Eau?
They do not.
That means the really fucking big water.
No, they refer to it as La Manche.
La Manche.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm going to assume the English Channel. So if I go
Surely it means the channel.
Translation. Yeah, the channel.
Channel.
The channel.
La Manche.
All right.
Well,
Well,
there
you've
you
learned
go.
some French here, everyone. Oh, we need to do a Discord user of the week and a shout out, right?
We could do a shout out. Fuck the users.
Wow. Okay. Who's the shout out going to?
My shout out this week goes to Chat Tsunami and other members of the Podpack Collective. Big up Podpack. Whoop, whoop.
Big up Podpack.
Actually, do you know what? As well as the Chat Tsunami, obviously the lovely Dan, the lovely Josh. I'd also like to shout out Toast, who is a Twitch streamer who is very good.
Cool.
So there you go.
I am gonna make my Discord user of the week. Bill from the Gaming and Collecting Podcast.
I was going to be mean, but Bill's actually really nice.
Bill's a lovely person.
Big up Bill. Big up Bill. Tim, anything you want to say to the listeners?
Take that, you bastards.
And we'll see you in a week's time. Goodbye. I think John Goodman steals the show as Kronk.
That
Kronk
was
is
Patrick
really.
Warburton.
Was it?
Yeah, John Goodman plays Patcher.
Oh, well, then I take it back. Who did you say?
Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton. I want to see what he looks like.
His voice is Joe Swanson.
Yeah, I knew
Hey,
that.
Peter.
Yes.
Peter.
Oh, to be honest, that's who I thought it was. I thought that was John Goodman.
Oh,
Why
no.
did I think that was John Goodman?
I don't know.
I'm cutting all this out.
All right, I'll see it at the end then.
No, you won't.
No.
No,
But yes,
you won't.
Patrick Warburton, good boy.
I met a girl who runs a battery kiosk down in the local park. Basically, she sells seashells by the seesaw.
That's very clever.
It
Very
is,
clever.
but I fucked it up royally.
No, but I got what you were saying. But if you can nail it, I imagine that's,
Do you want me to start again and we can pretend?
Yeah, sure. Go
It's
for
not
it.
getting
Let
cut.
it in the post angle,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I fucked it. I lost the Wednesday jingle. I've deleted it. I'll cut this and put a jingle in.
Brilliant.